financial capacity to jump into those things. But having said that, maybe there is the capacity for you to be able to craft a really, really valuable coaching offer where you can sell it for $5,000. And of course, if you're just getting started, you're probably not going to be able to charge at that level to start with. Of course, I'm realistic about this. But look at how the math differs. Look at how much different it is. You might need to start a little bit lower, but it's something that you can very, very rapidly work up to when you're able to truly help your client. Because when you're able to truly help them out, then it becomes a bit of a flywheel, because they start to tell their friends about it, they start to tell other people, and then you can leverage the results that they've had to then attract more people that you know that you can serve, right? Pretty cool stuff. This is how you can scale to 20, 30, 40, 50K months in a not so difficult way. Pretty cool stuff, huh? Drop a 1. Let me know if this is resonating. You're getting value out of this so far. Is it lighting up any light bulbs? You're getting any epiphanies? Really, really appreciate all the feedback I could possibly get. I appreciate you guys. All right, so the big mistake number 5 is not investing in themselves or their business. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story. I failed. I literally failed for 7.5 years. It was long, man, I can tell you, 7.5 years. And there's a whole bunch of reasons for that, one of which was I basically not focusing on any one thing. That was one. I refuse to get help. I absolutely refuse. I'm an only child. Hopefully I'm not the selfish kind, but I'm very independent. I always have been, always stood on my own 2 feet. I always felt like I could do it on my own. I was so stubborn about that. I just, no, it's fine. I can get it done. I'm not going to invest in myself. I'm not going to pay some big high-priced course to figure this stuff out. And the crazy thing was, this is the absolutely crazy thing was, is that once I got a mentor, and I didn't just get a mentor, it actually took me a long time because I had to let go of all my old self. So I refused to listen to them to start with, and this is the key as well. Perhaps this is mistake number 6, is you've got to listen to your mentor. But I refused to, and I made my life really, really hard. And then later on, once the pain threshold got too much, I was like, Jamie, you've just got to listen to what they say. You just need to deploy word for word, step by step, what they tell you. And literally, I went in blind. I was like, okay, fine, I'll give it a shot. And no kidding, in 7 days, just 7 days, I started hitting $1,000 plus days online. Absolutely amazing. Literally just 7 days. And so this is what I say, is that folks, once you dive into this world, once you get that help that you need in order to grow and scale and become the market, become the person that you need to become, things just take off, right? It's absolutely amazing. I've seen it hundreds and hundreds of times. The people that just take off, they invest in themselves. They listen to their mentors and coaches. They deploy the information. And those are the ones that really succeed. Just to give a little bit of background, here's what happened since then. So obviously I've got a few students by now. I had a whole bunch of awards given out. These are all amazing students that have surpassed $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 in my program. These are all high-ticket sales I've given awards out for, or recognition for along the way. And so they did all this, all these students, they did all this without needing to grow a huge following. This is a crazy thing. So way back when I was struggling, this is not a real life photo of me, this is kind of how I felt. I really felt like I was literally trying to do too much and having zero clue how to make any of it work. And again, smash the comments, let me know, is this sounding familiar at this stage? Are you battling through this stuff, really, really confused as to what to do in your business each and every day? There's no shame in it, by the way. I was there once as well, and I can assure you, life looks really, really bright on the other side of that, I can assure you. Cool. All right. So, look, it was absolutely exhausting, and worse still, I knew in my heart of hearts that I was just so close. I was just so close to breaking out and finally cracking this code that I've been trying to figure out all these years. It just pained me so much that I wasn't there yet. Yet it always felt like just out of reach. And again, like I say, this may sound familiar to some of you at this point. And you want to know what happened when the penny finally dropped for me. Let me know. Cool. Okay, well, first, here's what I uncovered that took me from failing for 7.5 years to hitting my first $1,000 day in just 7 days after deploying this process. And this is without a big audience or needing to grow one. This is without a complex funnel or even a website, without endless content creation, and without any previous results. 7.5 years of me struggling and battling with no results whatsoever, right? And here's the inside scoop of what I uncovered when things finally started taking off. Unless you have unlimited time and resources, and wouldn't we all like that? Let's be honest, right? You only need 2 really, really simple things. Number 1 is you need a small community of people that you can serve. You can truly serve this community of people. That's the first thing you need. And next you need just one. You don't need 100 different things. You just need one simple and predictable way to turn them into high-paying and happy customers. So you remember this part of my journey, me going from absolute strugglesville. Now let's have a look at what happened after I deployed this process, after I got the help that I needed, things started taking off. Here's what happened. 2019, my first 1K day in just 7 days of deploying what I'm showing you. In just a couple of months, like literally we're talking 3.5 months, my wife retired from her stressful job. She'd been in design for 14 years. I said, honey, we're making enough money. I think you can probably quit. You can just sit on the couch and watch Housewives of Beverly Hills and do whatever the heck you want. I love you dearly. Please just quit your job and just hang out together a little bit more. And she did, which is cool. She's since gone on to build her own six-figure business, mind you. We've leveraged some of the skills that we've deployed. She's got her own amazing business, and I'm super, super proud of you, love you, honey. 2020, my first $10,000 day. You can imagine I went bankrupt. Literally, it was like 5 years prior to this. 5 years prior. And I had nothing. I had a mountain of debt and then I had nothing, to having a $10,000 day. In 2021, I surpassed $1 million in revenue through one funnel. I was given the award from ClickFunnels, which is absolutely amazing. 2022, $20,000 in under 72 hours. It's actually 21K, but anyway, semantics, right? 20,000 in under 72 hours, which is absolutely mind-boggling. I've surpassed 900 students. I've actually lost count of that figure across 2 different amazing programs. And here's something that is probably one of the things that I'm absolutely the most proud of in the entire world, is I bought some land in my home country of New Zealand. I'm looking to move there and build a house, but I bought it in cash. And I'm almost tearing up as I say that, because it was probably one of my biggest achievements in life, and I was just so absolutely blessed to be able to do that, and I can't wait to build my dream house there in a year's time. And so at the time of recording, average income is between sort of 30 and 50K a month and growing, which is really, really nice as well. And so the cool thing is, it wasn't just me that was getting these insane results. Over here, this is one of my students, OGs, Cynthia, who closed over 8K worth of sales with less than 80 people in her community. Less than 80 people. It was actually 73 to be precise. Now, she later went on to smash out over $10,000 in profit with less than 100 people in her community. Absolutely insane figures. Darren made over 3,600 with just 43 people in his audience. Just 43 people. This is him. He's doing this part-time, by the way. Same with Cynthia. Crazy corporate jobs, really, really stressful job. Still able to build a part-time business around the busy schedule and busy family. Now with Darren, he's since gone on to do some really cool stuff. Obviously won this award for smashing through the $10,000 mark since joining. And then another one. Family man, committed to his family, works a really stressful job as well. $10,387 in cash collected in just 49 days without a prior audience. No complex funnels, all working part-time around a busy job. So there are literally hundreds of case studies at this point proven. And once I uncovered this process, it was an absolute game changer for my business growth. I've since gone on to have consistent, it's the operative word there, consistent 30 to 50K months online. And I finally have a simple, repeatable process I can deploy in a matter of just a couple of hours per day that doesn't need a big team. It's just me and a VA spending all day in my business. I choose when I work. I can go to appointments in the morning if I choose to. I can go for it.
Hi everyone, Sean Sumner here. And today I'm coming at you live with a surprise stream live session. I am trying to learn how to talk with more enthusiasm. As you may have guessed, or you might not have guessed, but I went into a diabetic coma and suffered a stroke at the exact same time. Back in November 2013, and I started affiliate marketing back in January of 2012. So I had a whole year, a little bit more than a year, to learn affiliate marketing, which has been a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. You see, I got intrigued from it, from going to school full time back in August of 2011. By December 2011, I had $750 left in student loans, which enabled me to be able to purchase my very first laptop, which was a Lenovo E530. It was made by Microsoft, so the word Lenovo is very well known with advertisements, I guess you could say. But either way, after attending school for about almost a whole year, I dropped out of school and I moved back home from Phoenix, Arizona to Tampa, Florida, because my stepfather became ill with mesothelioma. So I flew back home and dropped out of school to take care of him, or to at least help my mother take care of him. There we go. Now you can see me much better. So either way, after moving back home, I started drinking and drugging again. Tampa was a black hole for me. It sucked me in and never let me go. So after being diagnosed with diabetes back when I was 33 years old, drinking and drugging sent me into a diabetic coma, and I also suffered a stroke at the exact same time back in November 2013. So this is why I talk the way I do. As you can tell, my voice is very monotone, flatlined, I like to say. So I have a problem with voice inflection and talking very, very slow. Most people would say I just talk with more clarity, but I don't think so, because I used to be in the top 10 people of telemarketing in the entire United States of America. I could call someone who lived in Alaska, who lived in an igloo, and convince them why they needed an air conditioning unit inside their house, if you will. But anyways, that's a little bit about my life story. Right now, I'm gonna end this broadcast, but the recording will be available on YouTube and Facebook within the hour, so I just figured I would hop on here real quick and test out OBS. Anyways, have a great evening, everyone, and happy holidays to you.